Shimmertraps is a word I heard in a song that I really didn't like from a band that I actually really do like. It was an interesting word, so we went with it. I actually don't know what it means. I should probably figure that out.
My name is Brody and I play synth and sing in Shimmertraps.
Hi, I'm Kyle and I play bass in Shimmertraps.
Hi, my name is Zach Moses and I play drums in Shimmertraps.
Tonight on Band in Seattle, bask in the dreamy wall of sounds from Shimmertraps, combining synth pop, lo-fi, and even a little bit of disco. Welcome to Band in Seattle.
My dad's a drummer, so there was a kit set up at the house. So I just kind of found myself playing it towards the end of high school, so I kind of started late. Once I started playing, I didn't really stop. And I grew up in Arizona, so at least where I was living, there weren't too many bands. So I didn't really have a reference for people my age playing music, so I just figured I'd just be playing along to other songs. And then I moved up here and met people my age who played, and that's kind of where it took off.
Take it, break it, don't raise attention, wreck it, as we came close to nature, darkness alone. Our names will lie in mind, know you from some other place, so sad to know you should have failed, but I can't stop my heart alone, and should remind me of what's out of mind, it's slow,
I've really always played music since I was a little kid. My mom, gave me pots and pans, and then it was, a little kid's drum set. I bought my own drum set when I was like 13 or something like that. In 2013, I moved to Bellingham and met Zach pretty much right away. And a guy I was living with, the three of us, we played together, and I was playing drums, but then, I had some experience playing guitar and like a little bit playing bass. And then, Zach wanted to play drums and I could play the other instruments, so I was like, all right, I'll play the other instruments, I guess. So I played bass a little bit, and then I really honestly fell in love with it pretty quick. Like, it's just fun to play.
That project stopped playing and we decided to keep playing together. And then once we got a group of songs together, that was when we decided it'd be fun to play shows. And so it was just the two of us, so we sort of recruited other people.
Still can't admit the tint of while I can memorize. Much to my surprise, you're underwhelmed. My apologetic favor, I'll save it for what comes later. I can't ever tell
on Craigslist. They were just looking for, I think, somebody else to expand, like being able to play that much instrumentation live. So I was just like, yeah, I'll just reach out, and went and tried out, and it was kind of like just a perfect fit, I guess. We just meshed well, and that was kind of all there was to it. I kind of just tried out and kept playing with them. Working with Zach, because he sort of takes that leadership role, you know, and that can honestly like really, I think, ruin it for a lot of bands, like not having somebody like that.
No matter what we're doing, he's just kind of looked at for leadership, and that's pretty hard to come by, you know. It's not a skill that is easily learned, if at all. He's got it naturally.
Obviously, he's just like a super good drummer. Like, he's definitely the best drummer I've worked with too.
I could play a part while I just
discover more about Shimmertraps.
Kyle, he's great. He's kind of the glue. When we first met, we were both drummers, so he had to play bass because I was like, I don't play anything else. The song Look was the intro to a song, but we decided to cut it and turn it into its own thing.
We were like, you know what, it's one of the cleanest instrumental tracks. Let's just use it as kind of a very like kind introduction to sort of everything.
It's, I think, the only instrumental, one of the only instrumental songs on the record.
I remember, you know, trying to understand the box I was playing in, and then before I like had really settled on anything, Brody was like, cool, that was it. Like, he was already recording it, and then I was like, well, let's hear it back, and then I really liked it too, so we just went with it.
Kyle, he's great. He's kind of the glue. When we first met, we were both drummers, so he had to play bass because I was like, I don't play anything else. And he's turned out to be awesome. But his calmness, I think, when things start to get contentious or like When we're trying to figure something out, he's always that sort of calm presence that is very much needed. It's nice being in the rhythm section with somebody like that, especially somebody who's also a drummer. Makes it really fun.
He's very chill, relaxed, super understanding, easy to work with. Really hones it in the rhythm section because he is a drummer too.
Brody has turned into the creative and writing force behind the band. The first two releases we had were Kyle and I. And then once Brody became a part of the project, I think it was pretty clear that we kind of take his lead, because he's an incredible songwriter. I'd say now, as it stands with the band, he's the driving force creatively behind the band.
Brody, I feel like somebody I can really geek out on, like just the minutia of anything, like to the point of not being productive anymore.
In terms of the sound we have right now, or at least in the songs we wrote, I think, like most bands would tell you, is probably just an attempt to create something you're inspired by. A mash of just anything we were listening to at the time.
The style of our music, I think, like at the end of the day, it kind of goes back to the rhythm section. It's easy to have a song where, you know, you just have a very simple 4-quarter repeating song, and there's nothing wrong with that at all, but for some reason I think every time we get to writing, I'm always like, it can't be one of those. And I think for whatever reason, like that concept always ends up like shaping it into something different.
Well, Adam, we've known for a while. They were living in Seattle at the time that we moved down, and we needed a live member at the time. So I think they were perfect.
When we return, find out more about Shimmertraps.
All the kids had to just fluently speak in French, and they'd get in trouble if they would speak in English, so we'd be like trying to get them to talk to us. I grew up in Vancouver, Canada, and Juvenile is actually the name of the school across the street from where I was living at the time. That was a French immersion school, and all the kids had to just fluently speak in French, and they'd get in trouble if they would speak in English. I went to a school around the corner that was very normal, and our school I think would get out earlier, and we'd be like walking past all these kids. We knew they could speak to us in English, so we'd be like trying to get them to talk to us, and I don't know, that song's sort of just like an homage to that random period in my life where it was just kind of funny.
I mean, I've always been pretty bad about thinking about the long-term future, but my goals as I see them, at least within the next couple of years, are make some more releases with these guys and play as many shows as we can, particularly go on tours. I would like for this to be a primary source of income. I would like for this to be something we can do all the time and something we can afford to sacrifice other time to do more.
She's an opportunity.
Just finding any way to be able to continue doing it, I think, is all I could ever really ask for, you know? It'd be nice to be able to support myself with it. I'll say that.
I started getting sort of like, in a good way, like tunnel vision with the project, where it was just like, okay, this is like the collaborative project that I'm a part of, and I just want to see it through to the end of the tunnel.
Thanks for watching. For more information about our bands, go to bandinseattle.com.